Hello there. I didn't recognize you for a second. Welcome to another episode here inside. Bicycle Lab! Ha ha! It is I, the war-foraged ham, at your service. And today, we are going to be servicing not one, but two of the bikes in question. And before we begin, yes, I am slowly becoming my OC. I love these goggles so much. They are quite, at least for one of them, useful. So today we're going to be examining the Huffy Rock Creek right over there now. Because apparently this front sprocket here is having some minor difficulties. And this one is just in here for basic maintenance. I just recently hit 250. So I think it's about time we actually disassemble the chain and make sure that we get this all nice and cleaned up. So that way I have it for service. So I'm going to go ahead and do disconnection protocol 1. Which is, you know, fairly normal. There we go. And this is what you call a tame pull-off. Nothing too bad or dangerous. Just pulling off the chain is not as difficult. But we will be getting the chain nice and oiled. But we're going to have to clean off any dirt with the sprockets. But first, we are going to service this thing, and we don't actually need to take off the chain at all, but this is what I'm going to do instead. And today we're going to be showing you, or at least I will be showing you, what's going to happen here. So let's get on with it before we start the actual service of this bike here. What did you say? Step 1 should be fairly simple and easy. Pull the quick release right over here and pull it out. See that? That is corrosion and rust. Because some jackass in this very hole here has not filled this thing up as far as I can see. Then again, I can barely see out of this one, but that's okay. We don't need a lot to be seen with. So, what did I do with the can yesterday? Oh, where did I put the... I know I played... there's the WD-40. Bicycle's favorite drink, the WD-40. Now, I'm going to be... A lot of you are going to be mad at me in the comment section who are Huffy fans. I do not care at all. Who gives a fuck? Because we're servicing it regardless. So, step 1 of servicing is that we need to kick up our kickstand, so that way that gets out of the way. But, yeah. How about if I find a place to prop this? Shall I? Actually, I'm also gonna need my, can as well. The only reason why in this lab, why is it so disorganized is probably because of my geniusness of finding a bungee cord. But other than that, should have an oil container somewhere in here. If not, then I might as well have to use a lid, because I am not seeing it in here at all. I'm not going to use the water jugs because that would just be stupid. So, let's see. Perfect. Whoa. This is a perfect drip pan. Yes, I am going to place it. And if you're going to ask, are you seriously directly placing the lid directly underneath the bike? Isn't this dangerous? No, not really. I mean, I would have my own drip pan if I did not know where it went. So, give me a second on prop man. Okay, so now we got that sorted out of the way. Now it is time to use some WD-40. Come on. Oh, come on, Ken. Let's get you open. There we go. Let's see, there we go. Got the oil open. Now then, over our platform, we're going to have to dump some of this in. I would recommend that you have a funnel or something, but I don't know. Okay. All right, let's get some more in there. And we're just going to do it one more time because this mountain bike is a 3-speed. And we got to do it for every time we speed. Because the front sprocket can't be healthy. Just reliant of 1 or 2. There we go. There we go. Now that's taken care of. And always remember, when you're done using it, make sure it's resealed up. But I'm not going to fully seal it because we still got the seat to take care of. So it's going to need a little WD-40 itself. And I will show you again. This is not a healthy seat post. at all. So whoever decided not to oil the bike did not oil the seat as well. How can I tell? Because there's already rust on it. So I'll be right back. I am back. And look what I got. A rag, a tiny bowl, and my new cleaners. So a lot of you are going to ask, why am I going to be placing this into a tiny bowl? Well, for starters, there's actually two reasons for this. One is the fact that I need at least a little bit of oil just to clean off anything that I am going to need and use. Two is so that way I can keep the floor nice and clean. And for three is that I do not have air vent system, but why do I keep it closed? Well, for one, there's actually a little air gap down there. And for two, I am not actually being fumed in here. So oil, funny enough, is actually not black, but it's clear. It's going to be black because it's new. So we're going to take a little dab of our oil here. Wring it out. And get this all nice and oiled down. And if you want to, you can oil your seat, but personally, I would say that's a horrible idea. So I'm not going to clean up the gears off of this bike as of yet, because one, I barely rode it, and two, it's not really a good thing. And now, what is important here is that you actually re-add your quick release back on, if you haven't fully disassembled it. Now, if you feel like it's going to turn, just check your seat. If it's going to turn, tighten it. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Now, that is taken care of. We're going to slide this away because we are no longer of a need for it. Now, it is time to do the fifth wheel. Oh! Now then, on to the fifth wheel bike. So, here is my procedure, and I'm going to keep this rag. So I will say it again as I said it before. Have your WD-40 handy. Why? Because these are oil, and I do not have much left of this one, but we are going to use the rest of it on this bike here. And this is why I brought along my tools. Sure, some may be covered in oil, but that's okay. Because I'm going to dump the rest of this probably outside. So let's begin. Now then, onto the fifth wheel service. Let's make sure you all get a good view of this here wonderful bike. I love it, and I'm going to use these because I use this more often than not. For starters, make sure that nothing of the sort is going to cause any issues besides your sprocket. And what I'm doing here is actually going in between the gear teeth and basically giving it a nice clean service, because if you don't give it a nice clean service, well, chances are you're going to have a lot of dirt and muck involved. And so I'm going through every single gear, making sure there is no dirt, no grime. That is too bad. Because, again, we don't want that in our bike that we are servicing. And now it's time for the chain to be up here, because we are going to keep on cleaning. There we go. And now we just got to sure we brush off our gearing system. And the reason why I'm giving this a good scrub down is probably because by the time I hit 1,000, it's going to need that curement. And so now we're moving up here, where is nothing you can do. But up here, we're just going to brush down the sprocket. You don't need to use cleaner or anything like that. You just got to make sure everything is nice and loose. And make sure you give it a good brush. And now we get to reassemble our chain here. And we're going to place it up here and attach. Now there are triple gears, electric bikes, that if people want to use them, they can use them. If not, well, there you go. Oh. I know it's already freshly oiled, but again, I ride this thing a lot, so which means there may not be that much oil on here anymore to keep this thing in check. Ow! I'm all good. So we're going to go ahead and wipe off the old oil that the mechanics put on. And I'm okay with them doing stuff like this. But again, considering I ride it this much and considering we just cleaned off our sprocket, our two front sprockets, you don't need dirty oil on here. That's how you break it. So first things first is we need a little degreaser to get onto the chain. And then we wipe away any excess on the electrical components. It's fine if the rim gets some. The rim is not your main problem, but it is a main problem to the electrical system. So make sure you try your best with that. And I'm just taking a rag now. Normally I would just cycle it through its cycles. But considering we already brushed it, I don't need to do that no more. So we are okay just by doing this. Alright, excellent. So after that, we begin our process of... What did I do with the... So we are in the clear for doing this. Make sure it's shaken well. And I have used a lot... Oh, found the lid. It's important to keep these lids in check because if you can't keep them with your stuff, then you're going to have a huge problem. So considering the fact that we have electronics, I don't want to get the chain lube side of any mechanical issue. After a good spray, 3, 2, 1, there we go. So now that looks great. And now time for the most important piece, which is oil. You don't have to add it, but if you live out here in the mountains, you need to keep your chain in good health. So yeah. And now I barely have any left. And that's practically it for this one. That one doesn't need another service. But let me know what I should add to my Huffy Rockery. Should I add rack? I'm already thinking about the requirements here. So probably better grips for one. Get some headlights. I'm going to add taillights to this. Should I add a rack? Should I add some fenders?
let me know, because I'm already adding rear light or rear tail light, front headlight or headlights, and side markers. Let me know down in the comment section below. This is Warforged Ham
for the servicing department, and we will be out of here.